Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to talk about Battlefield 4. Now, I'm sort of thinking this is probably a bit late for a first impressions type of video, but I decided it wouldn't be first impressions really, it would be sort of second impressions, because everyone does a video about first impressions, but I thought I would wait, see how the game progresses, and then do a video, and I'll probably do one after this one later on in the game. The reason I'm doing this one now is because recently the game has been patched, the netcode specifically has been fixed a lot, so it's really changed how the game was, because I'm not going to lie, it was a little bit unplayable due to the netcode. There would be several deaths around walls and other things, etc. You guys know what it was like. But now it's had its patch, I believe it's really turned into the game we were all wanting. First up, the guns. Now, when I think of a Battlefield game, I expect nothing less than the sort of mechanics they always deliver with their games. It's always well balanced. It's always, I would want to say, dynamic. That's the word. Yeah, it's always dynamic, and you're never left with two guns that will always be opposing forces to each other. Every gun will behave in its own way, and thanks to the extra attachment you can now carry, it can behave in several different ways as well. For example, if you put a stubby grip versus a folding grip, you're going to have quite a lot of difference in what it actually does to the gun. And the addition of the canted iron sights and 2x magnifier really changes up what you can do with a weapon. You can turn it into a close and long range weapon at the same time. Obviously not super long range because you're only got 2x magnification, but with the canted iron sights you can turn a sniper rifle into a very effective weapon, because you can instantly change to a close quarters fight and just attack with T, or I believe it's LR3 for consoles, I'm not sure, I've been playing on PC as opposed to when I used to play Battlefield on PS3. I'm also loving the sheer scale of weapons you can get in this. There are so many new guns that I just love to pick up and try out. Things like the AKU-12 I believe it is, it's the carbine variant. The Ace models I haven't actually got my hands on yet, but they do look like a lot of fun and interesting, and the Ace-23, the assault variant I believe, is looking to be one of the best assault rifles and possibly the next M16A3, which unfortunately you can no longer get in Battlefield 4. You can only get the M16A4, which is the burst fire variant. I've yet to unlock that and see what that's like, but I'm sure it won't be rubbish. I reckon they would make it a mediocre weapon. Moving on from weapons, I'm loving the Levolution events they've added. I think that's a really unique thing they've actually brought to the table there. Things such as the radar falling down in, I believe it's rogue transmission, and just anything that changes the map up to that extent deserves praise, especially when you think about how on Zavod 311, when you bring down the pipe, you're destroying the walkway between both the roofs, you're opening up an underground passage to get to a new weapon, you're closing up a main route from infantry, but specifically tanks. It really changes up how the map plays, and I think that is the sort of thing we need in games. When you're playing the same map for the sort of time that a Battlefield match goes on, so 20-30 minutes depending on what's happening, or even forever with the new obliteration mode, but when you're playing it for that long, the map will get stale to you. But with the Levolution you can actually have two different maps in a sense, as long as some idiot doesn't decide he's going to take it down as soon as the match starts, which is rather irritating because everyone seems to assume sometimes that as soon as you take it down it's going to make the game instantly better, which is not always true, especially with Shanghai, Siege of Shanghai. That map I just absolutely hate when the towers come down. The tower offers so many advantages, such as my favourite sniper rifle that you can pick up, the M82 it might be, correct me if I'm wrong, but that sniper rifle is great to use from the top of the tower, and you can't get it once the towers come down. And not only that, I don't know if they fixed it yet, but every single time you're standing on top of the tower, if someone brings it down, your game will probably most likely crash, and that was probably the most annoying thing I found in that game, or that map, sorry. With vehicles, I haven't really got much to say. I do like the fact that they are utilising the mobile artillery system a lot more. You've seen that in lots of maps, including the one I'm playing right now, the Resort, or whatever it's called, because I can't pronounce the actual name, but you know what I mean. And you've seen it in a lot of different maps, and it can be actually quite effective now, because when you aim you can actually see everything that's spotted, and you've got a screen that's manageable and you can actually see what you're shooting at, and all you have to rely on really is your teammates to spot stuff for you, and you can probably predict where they're going to go, or you can just look for someone that's standing still and get an easy kill. But it is great for taking out snipers. If you've got a teammate or you're on Skype with someone, if you ask them to go and hunt down like what seems to be the sniper hill of the map at the moment, they can spot everyone for you and you can just obliterate them all in one stroke, rather than risk your life trying to go after them and then one kill you when you've only killed one. Which, to us, is one thing about Battlefield I'm really finding interesting, is the fact of how easy it is to die. It really means you have to pick your loadout, and play your tactics well, otherwise you just won't have a good time, because it is really skill based now. Now that the netcode's fixed, you really have to rely on your skill to get through the game. One of the things I've been relying on to just try and keep me alive is just using cover whenever I can. I love the new cover system. I think it's a great addition to the game, and I think it can help save your life if you use it correctly. If you're playing Rush and you're moving through a building, just use cover, because it will save your life and you're only exposing so much of your body. And if you have a fast firing weapon, you can just peek over, kill someone, jump out of cover, kill someone else. It's just perfect. So I think when it comes to the game overall in terms of combat, it's just best to play safe. But yeah, that's been my summary of Battlefield 4, guys. Let me know if you have any different opinions or anything, and leave a comment rating anything you like. It really helps me out. And yeah, I've been the Demon Curator 2. I'll see you guys in Battlefield 4.